Namaskara. Today is the very auspicious Vijayadashami. The 9 days of Navaratram is the day when Jagannatha Durga Parameshwari manifests in many ways to vanquish evil, which also comes in many ways. So, whatever form the evil comes up in, she will take a form as required and she will vanquish the evil. So, all the 9 days were for Dushtadavan. Now, on the Vijayadashami day, we celebrate her Vijayotsava. She has vanquished all evil and she is the victorious Velar's queen of the world. So we celebrate Vijayadashami as Vijaya Durga Divas. And this is in tradition we see how all our kings used to celebrate this day for Vijayotsava, their respective Vijayotsavas, their respective war victories. It's also said that Rama killed Ravana and he celebrated that on this Vijayadashami day, and then he returned to Ayodhya somewhere around Deepavali. So the whole parampara believes that this is meant for celebrating the victory of dharma over adharma. That is the main idea. So we celebrate Vijayadashami in many ways. In Delhi, we have this very famous Ramlila, where the huge bust of Ravana, Kumbhakarna, and Indrajit are burnt, and Rama is victorious. So we celebrate Rama who killed Ravana who was an embodiment of adharma, and Rama who was an embodiment of dharma. He vanquished Ravana. That is Jaya of dharma over adharma. Similarly, we celebrate Vijaya in many forms. This is the day when people begin their new ventures, or they especially celebrate victories of different types. So, particularly coming to Karnataka, it is a very, very special festival here. You all know about the Vijayanagara Samrajya, a very famous, very prosperous a Samrajya which is unparalleled. It is a golden page of Indian history. Never was and never shall be another empire like that. It was started by the great Bhagavan Vidyaranya Swami, and the first kings were Harihara, Bukkaraya and Harihara, and then it ended with Aliya Ramaraya. In between we had this very great illustrious king called Krishna Devaraya. And during the times of this Vijayanagara glory, one of the glorious times, we used to have this very, very special celebration of all the Navaratra days, and particularly of the Vijayadashami day. The kings were not just kings but emperors. So they commanded sovereign control over the whole of the Dakshinapatha, the Deccan. That included parts of Maharashtra, the whole of Konkan, that is Goa, then Karnataka, then parts of Kerala, the whole of Tamil Nadu, the whole of Andhra, many parts of Odisha, and so on. So they were emperors, and they had the command over hundreds of such feudal lords who all used to come there and offer their dakshina and accept and acknowledge the sovereignty of the Vijayanagara kings. And the whole day of Vijayadashami particularly, after the Mahanavami, Dibba, which happened yesterday, they all would gather and have a celebration, a beautiful march of the army and Sainya Pradarshana, the different acrobats and different capabilities of the soldiers are displayed, and lots of artists come, they sing, they dance, they show their artistic potentials, Kavi Goshti, Nritya Goshti, and doll arrangements, exhibitions and stalls, and so much of celebration and feasting happen in such a big, grand, massive scale. So people come from many parts of the world to see this. So this was how it used to happen. But then, of course, because of the wrong decision of Aliya Ramaraya, who included some evil-minded, fanatic Bahmani converted people into his army, they betrayed him and joined with the Bahmanis, and there was some infighting and problems within them. Unfortunately, the battle was lost to Bahmanis because of their treachery, and then the Vijayanagara downfall happened. The Hampi was burnt, and all the people along with their wealth and whatever they could, they escaped to different territories in Andhra, Tamil Nadu, down south Karnataka. And one of the very illustrious feudals of the Vijayanagara Samrajya were the Mysore Vodayars. So the Mysore Vodayars, they say that the Golden Howdah and the Chamundeshwari, who used to be worshipped there, was brought here without anybody's knowledge and kept in hiding. And the Vodayars restarted the Vijayadashami celebration, the Mysore Dasara celebration. Now it is a very, very world famous thing. It's happening from more than 1 or 2 centuries, and it has the best, grandest display of everything beautiful about Karnataka. So hundreds of artists come and display their different talents in arts, in poetry, in literature, in dance, music, and lots of folk dances, lots of military strength is also displayed. You have very beautiful processions, and you have this great Jambu Savari, which is nothing but the Devi or the king used to come formerly on a golden howdah placed on the Patta Gaja, that is the royal or the royal elephant, the chief elephant. And now, after independence, we have the Devi being seated in that howdah, and she comes beautifully decked with her very beautiful, priceless ornaments, and people gather in lakhs all around in the front of the palace and watch this spectacular event where all the best elements of our Karnataka and Bharatiya Sanskriti are displayed. The whole day goes with celebrations, and this Jambu Savari goes on and on and on, slowly proceeding and goes through the Banimara, the Shambharuksha. And this is a day to be specially celebrated. If somebody has not seen Mysore Durga alive, we have missed something in life, or at least do watch it in the TV. Everybody is glued to the TV watching the beautiful celebrations of this Mysore Dasara. Of course, Mysore, just like Mysore Dasara, we have the Kullu Dashera, which is also very, very grand. We have the Madikeri Dashera, we have the Dasara of Bengal. We have in many places across Bharata, and it's really worth watching because we celebrate the victory of Dharma over Adharma. The Sandesha, the message is very, very clear. Adharma may do many things, many nasty things, very methodically, well planned, well conspired to destroy anything good and noble. But ultimately, when God answers, when Jagannatha gives us answer, she will vanquish all this evil and restore Dharma. She will reset the clock of Dharma in her own good way. So let's pray to Jagannatha Durga Parameshwari to vanquish evil, to re-establish Dharma, and instill the sense of Kshatriya, courage and selflessness in all our Sanatanis, so that we stand up to counter Adharma and we stand up to protect Dharma. Because as long as the Sanatani is silent and passive and watching, say, okay, I am fine, so why should I care? It's really going to be very bad for us in the future. We see how the bad elements, the evil elements, they even dare to bring in adharma into our celebrations. Anybody can invite anybody and spoil the sanctity of our dharma because we are passive onlookers. So we should not be like that. We should counter evil. We should be organized, we should be united, and we should also invoke the blessings of Durga Parameshwari, and only then she will help us, not idle people, not passive or selfish people. So let Durga Parameshwari bless us all. Let her help us to counter adharma and stand for dharma, and may she bring good welfare to our country. Let she bless us with Ayur, Arogya, Aishwarya, give us the Sampat, everything, and may our country, our Bharata Varsha, always be safe and happy and prosperous under the blessings of Jagannatha. With these words, I wish you all a very, very happy Vijayadashami. What a way to conclude the beautiful Dharma, the Dasara, the 9 days of celebrating Durga Parameshwari's various forms, and the 10th day that follows, just attached to the Navaratram, is the Vijayadashami, when we celebrate the victory of Dharma. So may this message of Dharma Rakshana, Dharma Jagrati and Dharma Palana stand steadfast in our hearts. With these words I conclude. I wish you all a very happy Vijayadashami once again. Namaskar.